Hello YouTube, this is Kuzil and welcome to episode 17. I am excited about today's episode because we have lots of power to play with. So yes, we're gonna get into that instant teleportation thing that I was telling you about, and quite possibly the elevator. I know I've been saying that I'm gonna be doing it for like several episodes now, but I really want to get into this teleportation thing. I think you're gonna like it. Anyway, let's get started. Before we get too far into today's episode, I completely changed how this room looked. Took out all the stuff here and moved it all over here into like just one little corner. I think that's going to serve us better in the end, really. And I've automated pretty much everything. So let me kind of show you what I've got going on here. I just pronounced that H on the what. So what? Anyway, okay, so this is a fluid tank from Ender.io. I'm using this instead of these because for some reason these fluid conduits were just being really buggy and I didn't like it. So how I've got this set up is this is my reservoir here, so whenever I need more, I just simply take these fluid tanks that are from Mechanism, and just right click on here and it dumps whatever it can into there. So how I've got this set up is I've got this liquid monitor from RF Tools, and I have the tank selected, and I say when it's less than 48% full, output a redstone signal. That's how it works. You can change this to more or none, but less is what I'm using right now, and then I've got this set to activate with a redstone signal. So how this works is when this is less than 48%, this outputs a redstone signal to this pipe, and then this pipe pulls out from this tank and feeds it into the bottom of this tank here. So let's kind of watch that work here a little bit. I don't mind throwing a couple things in there. Just getting purified right now anyway. Wow, what did I do with all my stuff? Did I dump it all in there? Oh man, I gotta go get some more. It's all good. It's all good. So anyway, I don't think this is gonna be enough because we've got, oh maybe. So as this drops down, yeah, see it filled up there? And it didn't go over, oh it did go over 9,000. That's gonna be bad. I did not want it to go over 9,000. That's a little buggy. Oh well. That means our quality in there won't be quite 100%. That's all right. We'll work with that. Anyway, so and I could be wrong on my math there about what 60% is, but anyway, I want it between 7,000 and 9,000. I don't want it going over 9,000 personally. Anyway, so then I've got it piped into this tank over here, which is getting purified. So then I've got this chest here, and I put all of the so whenever I make those filters or whatever, I put them in here, and then it gets piped out the back with the item conduits here, and it looks really complicated back here, but it's not. So I just have it going insert, and it's filtered here into the back of the purifier. Sorry, I just cleared my throat. Didn't want you to hear it. So then the spent stuff gets dumped into here, into this chest, and then I have another item conduit which is connected to everything, extracting out of there, and then this is set to oops, I want it here. This is set to extract only, so it's set to in and out here. So the insert is kind of insert everything, and the extract is only extract the filtered material. So because we also have the crystals, this is where the crystallizer is, and I also have items being pulled out of there and put in here. So when the crystals are made, they're automatically put into this slot here, because this only accepts crystals, so I don't need any filters or anything. Then I've got the lens on the side here with the infusing laser over here, and I've made a few crystals and just burned them right away. I didn't try and purify them. I didn't try and like increase their strength or efficiency. I just made them and burned them, just so that I would have catalyst here. So that way, hopefully if this is, yeah, it's still 100%. I can use this if I have enough. If I have enough materials, I can increase the strength and efficiency and purity to 100 with this one here, and it'll be even crazier than this crystal. But we're going to use this crystal for a long time, so I'm not really worried about it. So then, oops. There we go. Let's close all this up, make this nice and tidy. So then I have, I think that's the whole process that you're aware of. So then I added this RF monitor, and this RF monitor is set to pay attention to this generator, and if this generator is below 50%, output an item or output a redstone signal. And this redstone signal here is from Ender.io. I haven't shown you this conduit yet. It is right here, and it's basically redstone, but I can kind of put it anywhere, and it will transect other Ender.io conduits. So this kind of setup right here is perfect. So once this drops below 250,000 RF, this will kick on the generator, which will turn on the power in here. So the next thing I need to do is use all these to make that obsidian and kind of fill this in around here. And I will definitely do that off camera. But I don't want to be around here when that kicks on because I don't have my gear on. But yeah, so I'm using that indigenously. I'm not using these anymore. That's going to be the only power supply I use right now because seriously, 2600 RF per tick is crazy. Or 76, sorry, 100 RF per tick is crazy. More than we need for today. Alright, so let's get cracking. Let's get going. Let's get this show on the road. Okay, so we're going to be using RF tools again because they have the coolest stuff. And we're going to make a matter transmitter, a matter receiver, a dialing device, a dialing analyzer, and a matter booster. This is what we're going to be using today. And we might also make this charged border. So let's what happened there? So let's get started. Let's make our matter transmitter. So let's make a couple of these. Let's just make 4 of them. Oh, we can't. We don't have enough, of course. Alright, that should be enough. So let's make like 4 of those. Yeah, that should be plenty. And then we'll make one of these. We'll make one of these. We'll make a, where'd it go? Dialing device. We'll need a couple of these. And finally, a destination analyzer. Perfect. Okay. And I also wanted to make a matter booster. Maybe not. Let's make one of these. Okay, cool. So now I want access to... Let's put our dialing device... where'd it go? Right here. Let's put the dialing device on the back here, and I want a conduit. There we go. Put our dialing device here, and we'll put our transmitter here. Okay. So this is getting plenty of power. This has plenty of power. And what else do we need? Destination analyzer. Let's do that. Toss that down there. Now, the other thing I need to make, now that we've got that set, let's create, what am I looking for here? Oops. So, okay, when you have this selected, when you have your icon over here, you can't use JEI. So you need to deselect that and then come over here. No, that's what I wanted. I wanted RF tools. We're going to make yet another one of these. It's okay. We got plenty of materials. All right, good. Let's go in the back here and bind this thing to the same ID, like you've seen me do a million times. Got my trusty sidekick, being trusty and awesome. All right, now I'm gonna make the trip over to where the end is. So I'm not gonna go all the way into the end. I'm just gonna go to the end portal. I'm gonna have a quick sleep, and maybe let's do a little time lapse in the night. What do you think? In the dark. Should we do that? Logan, buddy, I'm gonna send you home, and I'm gonna go do this run in the night, so that way it's a little bit more adventurous. Okay, that was probably the singularly most uneventful experience I've ever had. So I won't be showing you the time lapse of the run over here. We'll use that time instead to build our elevator, as promised. Okay, so this is where I want my matter receiver. Okay, so this thing needs, let's just put it, oh, I don't know. Right here sounds good. Oh, coal. I like coal. I'm stuck in a hole. Okay, so I'm going to put this down first. I'm going to put... Did I not grab that link card? Ah! Okay, well, I know a quick way to get home. Yeah. Alright. I'll be right back. Nope. Sure enough, here it is. Before I go too far, let me show you how to use this thing. So the charge porter, I just charged it up in my power station over there. Just sneak right click right here, and it's, oh wait, on receiver. This is a receiver. Oh, that's a transmitter. Let's make another receiver. Yeah, because I want to be able to come back home. So let's put that there, and we'll sneak right click on here. Okay, now let's make another receiver. There we go. Okay, now back to the end-ish, to the end portal. So on my second run over here, I've kind of changed my mind. I think I will put this in the end. I don't know that it will. I think it might cost more RF to power, but I think it'll be better, because then I could just name it the end, you know. So how this works is, whoop, these Endermen are trying to get me to look at them. Sneaky. So let's put it up here where we can just kind of port. Here looks pretty safe. And also, I don't think I want to put, yeah, let's do this instead. So let's put down our energy cell, and we'll link it up, and then we'll set all outsides to output, and we'll put down our receiver, and we'll call this the end. Okay, perfect. Let me set it public. That's fine. It doesn't matter on a single player. So then we just go home. So instead of dropping through this thing, I'm going to use my charge porter. So remember how I clicked on a receiver by my home? Check this out. Poof. Poof, I am home. So let's name this home. And so then we come up to the dialer, and we're going to name this, oh, let's say home send. And this will be home receive. Yeah. Okay, my spelling is terrible. So then how this dialer works is I click on the target transmitter, and I click on where I want to go to, and let's check it. Now why can't I dial? To start a connection between this, select the I did. Oh, I thought I did. Yeah, okay. Okay, whatever. So that was weird. So yeah, so you select your transmitter. That's this top box here, and then you click on your receiving, and then you can dial or dial once. I'm just gonna dial once. Look at that. It's like, okay, there's another stand in it, and it's like a beam me up, Scotty. How cool is that? Yeah. And since I have, well, it used all of the RF in here, but the idea would be is you'd have a transmitter, receiver, and a dialing device at each location. Since this is, you know, kind of teleported power everywhere. But yeah, so I'm just gonna drop home just like this, and we're gonna we're gonna use that to get to the end from now on because that is super cool. So now if you dial out there and you try to go through there without having enough power on the receiving end, you will die. Like, you will die horribly. So you know how in Star Trek Bones is always terrified of getting like splinched or whatever? Yeah. That happens in Minecraft. If you don't have enough power, you die. So now we have this. How cool is that? I can teleport myself around the world. Okay, let's get into the elevators. Finally. Okay, so this is gonna be kind of fun, I think, because we're gonna try and design something that's pretty cool here. So let's go ahead and create two elevators. Oops, I want this here. We want two elevators. One for the first floor and one for the second floor. Okay, now the first floor needs to be powered. And look, I got the purple blocks all finished. How awesome. Haha. I'm pretty happy about that, actually. I've never used purple blocks before. Okay, so that goes down just like that. And then wherever our second floor is, let's see. Let's use our double jump here if we can. Nope, not anywhere close to the talent. Oh, yeah, I don't have enough power. So let's charge up my boots real quick, because I did not jump very high. Here we go. Great. Let's try that again. I don't know if I can make it. That's quite a few blocks. Oh yeah, like a pro. So this is, I want the second floor right here. No, I don't want it that direction. Right here. There we go. Is that right? Floor 2. Or do I want this facing the other way? I think I want this facing the other way. Yep. So I did want it facing like this. So just like that. And then this one here, the same thing. I want it facing this direction. So this will be floor 1. And this will be floor 2. Perfect. And see how there's like a little red arrow here? That outputs a redstone signal when you land. So let's take this off. I've got an idea for lights in the elevator. If you noticed in the end there was these crystal looking things. You can turn those back into lights. That's what they are in the end, is they're lights. So let's grab those. And is it just 4? That would be cool. Yeah. Okay, let's make a whole stack of those. And then we're gonna put this like every other block in our elevator on this side over here. So that way we've got light in here. So now what we need to do is we need to make a monitor. Maybe that's not what it's called. I thought that's what it was called. Screen. Oh, a screen. Okay, so let's make a screen. Let's make 2 screens. Okay, and then we want elevator button module, and we're gonna make 2 of these. I don't have the buttons for that. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. What am I missing? Iron? Seriously? I think I was cooking up. Oh, wow. I need to go mine some iron. Whoa. Okay, I've got 2 there. Sweet. Now, I don't know if these have to be connected or how this works. Let's find out. Let's put this here. Sneak right click for GUI, insert modules, use screen controller. Oh, right, screen controller. Right, so let's put this in here. And we'll do floor 1 and floor 2. I think I need to make a screen controller. Let's do that. Screen controller. Is that right? Is that what that is? Okay. Perfect. Now, does this need power? I think it might. Let's stick that here. Yep. So we'll let's go up to the 2nd floor. Let's grab some more lab blocks. Yeah. We'll jump up to the 2nd floor. And we'll make, I think that's going to be the floor. Right, the floor is going to be, actually I want the floor to be up one more. Yeah. Right, because the blocks are going to stop here. Yep. Alright, so then this is going to go, this is going to be the trim, and this is going to be the wall here. So we'll put our other screen here, and we'll put our button here, and we'll do floor 1, floor 2. Okay, we'll drop down the elevator, make sure I did the same thing here. Yep. Okay, now we come to our screen controller and scan. Sweet. Now why didn't that work? You know what I should do? I should make the RF Tools book. Let's do that real quick. And of course I don't have redstone either. Oh man, how broke am I? How broke am I? I don't have, let's see, I don't have a book. So, do I have the materials to make a book? Yeah, sweet. Sounds like I need to go resource farming. Okay, so here's the tools. Now, let's grab the elevator. To set up an elevator, you need to place elevator blocks at every level. Only the bottom one needs to be powered. Oh, right. Let's do that. I forgot about that. I told you that needed to happen. Ah, I'm one short. You're kidding me. Let me go make some more modules. Or whatever they're called, conduits. Alright, I've got my energy conduit. We're going to hook that up to that. Just like that. It's got power. And I was kind of a dope. Let's pull this out. This is the first floor. So you need to shift right click onto this to set that. And then we'll put that back in there. And let's jump up to the 2nd floor here. And we'll do the same thing with this monitor button on the 2nd floor. Shift right click on that. And put that back in. Now we should have an elevator, a working elevator. Okay, so let's set a couple more things here. So come in here and I want to make these buttons large, and I want to make them lights. No, that's kind of hard to see. Start at 1. No, I don't know what that does. I want to make them large, and there we go. That's what I want. So let's yeah. So let's do this. But then we need another one in here, don't we? Right? So let's make a couple more monitors, because you need one inside as well. So not monitors, screens. I don't know if I have enough iron for this. Ah. Might have to go up to the, oh, whew. Whew. Okay, so now let's grab a couple more of these. Just enough. Just barely enough. Huh. The nice thing about these elevators is that I can stick this screen right there, and I'll shift right click this and put that on there, and I want vertical large F1. Oops, let's capitalize that. F1 and F2. Okay, and then we're gonna do the same thing up here. I can't reach. Very good. So we'll do that. Shift right click on that. Put that in there. Large, vertical, F1 and F2. Cool. Now we need to come back down to our screen controller here and scan. Now they're active. Okay, so we come in here and we left click. Oh, and we're on second floor. Now let's say that, oh, I didn't set this right. There we go. So let's say that the elevator's on first floor. Okay, and we're up here on the second floor being all cool. So I'm not going to make the floor out of this, right? But just as a theory, all we have to do is make it come to the second floor. Boom. And there we go. There's our elevator. How awesome is that? That is so awesome. So, yeah, I'm going to work on prettying that up a little bit. Maybe putting in a couple doors. I'll show you how to do that. And that'll be really cool. All right. Well, guys, I think that's it for the day. I hope you really enjoyed the episode. I will see you tomorrow. And have a great day. All right, bye-bye. Okay, I'm 3 minutes short. I'll look for a couple more things to do. I do want to show you how the painter works. The painter is a really, really cool thing. So let's make some let's take some of this conduit binder here, and we'll put it in a circle like this, and just make a bunch. Oops, make a bunch of this. So I don't know. That works, something like that. It's quite a bit. And then let's grab some laboratory blocks and our chisel. This one's almost ready to go. Let's put a vent block. That's how I did the vents in the other room. I don't know if you noticed that the other day. Right here, got a couple of vents above here. That's because I've got a conduit going straight into the wall, and it's coming down. So that's what this conduit binder is for. Is you can place that on top of. So if I put the conduit here, right, I can put the conduit facade on top of it once I paint it, and it will. Here, let's go do that real quick. And I will put a door on this place eventually. Let's see. Ender IO has a pressure plate made out of dark steel, and if I hold shift while holding my mouse over top of it, only activate by players, can be painted with painting machine, invisible when painted with quite clear glass. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put that right here, that pressure plate right here. There's a silent one, so if you take that pressure plate, put it on top of a piece of wool on a crafting table, it's silent. So then I'll put like a metal door here or something, and then I'll make it transparent, so that way when I walk through the door, it'll open for me. I'll probably do something like that on either side. So the cool thing about the painting machine is you can make any block look like any other block. That's what the painting machine does. It uses RF to do it. So like if I wanted to take, I don't know, this, let's grab this piece of limestone here and come over to this painting machine. Now the painting machine itself is not that hard to make. It's one of those machine chassis. Electrical steel, which is just iron, coal, and the silicon. And you can get the silicon by putting sand in a crusher. Real easy. It's 100% chance. So then the other thing is just, you know, a diamond. And yeah. So here's how this works. So you put whatever you want to the appearance of the block. So let's say I want this. I don't think it'll look like anything. It has to be a block, right? So let's say I want this limestone to look like that. Oh, it doesn't work. Okay, so I definitely want that to look like this. So what I'm doing now is I'm making. So I guess it doesn't work with every block. My bad. All right. So now this conduit facade looks like this laboratory block. Very cool. I know I want to do at least one like this. So I put the what I want it to look like over here, and then I put the conduit facade here, and it starts working. So I'm gonna put the rest of these in here. I can always repaint them if I want. Actually, I want 2 of these for sure. Cool, got that. So let's head back over to let's head back over here to our mechanism building. And that looks kind of weird now. I need to build a second floor to this place soon. Okay, so the use for this, right, would be behind this chest. You can kind of see back here. It's not very pretty. So if I take this conduit facade and I click on that, it still uses the functionality of excuse me, still uses the functionality of the conduit, but you can't see it, which is awesome. And that's exactly how I did that over here. So these are conduit facades right here. Laboratory block. Conduit facade, laboratory block. They look identical, but this has a conduit running down the middle of it. Cool, huh? Alright. I think that should be it, finally, for the episode. I did kind of want to drain this a little bit just to show you. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to drop this in the back, and this is going to pop on for a second, I think. How much energy does this use? Only 50,000? Yeah. See, it kicks on, and then it'll turn right back off as soon as it's over 50 or over. Yeah. Neat, huh? So that way I'm only using what I need to use. Like, I'm not using excess. This isn't on more than it needs to be. And that's because of this RF monitor. Remember how I said that this generator, I selected this generator and selected 50% here? And then put the redstone conduit back to this controller. So anytime that this energy drops below 50%, this sends out a redstone signal to the controller and turns it on. And so it's on, and once it gets above 50%, that redstone signal is gone again, and it turns it off. How cool is that? That is so cool. I'm pretty happy with all of this right now. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a great day. We'll see you again tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye-bye.